I today tear down of the last part of the Toshiba video projector, the light box. So we have here the main core assembly of the video projector. The light from the arc bulb comes in here. It must be split in red, green and blue channels. Then it passes through the LCD panels and it is recombined and gets out to the lens. So at first glance there is something particular with this assembly, because usually with three LCD video projectors you have actually one prism assembly just behind the lens and the three LCD panels all around it, like on this photo. But here it is different, so I believe we have actually no prism and only mirrors. So the lens is mounted with Allen screws. We have some kind of a little air duct, it seems, over the LCD panels, which I will remove first. On the other side we just have the fan. With on the cable this little assembly called level shift with two diodes in series, just on one of the line, yes, on the power line, and the other are straight. So it must be to attenuate a little bit the voltage going to the fan. Okay, first thing, I will remove the lens because it is really big and in the way. And for this purpose I will use my brand new Allen screwdriver tip from Good. They were on sale and actually they are pretty good. And also they have a rounded tip bit. So it is like in this application it is good because you cannot get totally straight in with the screw. So the lens, I believe I will keep it as it is, and maybe try to resell it with a grab bag of optical parts I am making for eBay. One left. Here we are. So here is the back side of the lens. You can see it is completely made of aluminium, this part, quite serious. And we can already see inside the box, and yes, there is some kind of a mirror in here. So about the box, what else? The top part seems to be made from glass reinforced plastic. But this is some kind of die-cast metal, obviously. So next I will undo the fan. So about this fan, you can notice there is no screw to be seen. I do not think it is attached from the other side, because it should be pretty annoying to have to open the light box for replacing the fan. And it is pretty well attached. So make your guess. Yes, we have Allen screws down in the holes here. They were pretty hard to see. Only two of them. And here we are. The fan is off. Same model of screws than the lens. It is good. I store my Allen screws separately from others because they are always good to have. There is this plastic piece and the fan by the famous NMB brand. Okay, to the junk. Here we can see actually the inside of the light box. So it looks like first we have a number of screws. And yes, really the air is circulating inside, so probably the fan will push or pull air and it will come or exit from this hole here. So obviously you do not really want to have air circulating in your optics, so I believe the optics must be full of dust. We will check that. Next I will undo this cover here, but for this they did put some sticky tape around the flat flex from the LCD panels. I am not sure why, if it is for it is obviously not for sealing for dust, because the thing seems to be full of dust. So maybe it is either for sealing for light or just for preventing them to move, to shake and being damaged. Maybe. So I have to free all of them because they are glued on this part with the stick tape. So just 1 second. Like so. So it is not a very good idea to put sticky tape on flat flex, because sometimes when you will want to unglue the sticky tape, it will just tear into the flat flex, which you do not want if it is an item you are repairing. Last one here. It should be good to go. Of course, the other side is not coming, so you know what, here we are. So I will remove this little cover, but I guess it is not, it is just an air duct in fact. We have a few little screws all around, and there is other items covered here. We will uncover them. One more here, last one here. Here we are. So we have a better view at the inside, obviously, and yes, we can see a number of adjustment screws, the 3 panels, and a number of lens assemblies and mirrors. It will be very interesting to look at. And actually the next step now is to undo all the screws all around. Okay, the box is opened, so the cover are just pieces like that, except in this one we have little retainers for the mirrors. So before I go any further, of course, what is it necessary to do? To take a flashlight and to try to see how it works. Okay, it looks like it will be possible if I cut my light. So the light will come here. There is one Fresnel lens here, mirror, other Fresnel lens, half transparent mirror, and here you can see we are split in red for this one, so it looks like this piece is actually responsible for separating the red, this one. Yes, because if I remove it, there is no red anymore on the back mirror here, as you can see. So all these parts I will keep them packed carefully in order to be able to resell them, because it can be interesting for someone. And here in the middle we can see the blue and green channels. So it looks like this one will actually separate the red. This one will reflect maybe the green and let only the blue come through. When it is done, we are recombining on this part here. I'm trying to show you the three colors, but as the LCDs are not powered, I do not know. Yes, they are letting the light pass through completely, in fact. As you can see, so here we have again a white color. I wonder what happens if I remove one of them here. So we have we can see the color I did remove. I did remove a red filter, and now we have red here. Pretty interesting. So not sure if these things have are directional. That is expensive piece of glass for sure. You are white again. Yeah. So. Okay, and we can see here each time I saw we have a kind of collimating lens and one filter in front of a piece. Maybe it is a polarizing filter. Yes, sounds pretty sounds possible. Okay, now I will finish unscrewing everything. And we will just have a better look after at the other parts in here. Okay, here are the parts. So each one of the LCD panels is mounted on this kind of little bracket with set screws to adjust, and they are locked with Loctite. So in a factory they will adjust each one of the panels to make them align properly. It is really settings you do not want to disturb. But sometimes you see on eBay video projectors with that problem that one panel is not aligned anymore. With a little bit of fiddling on the correct angle, you can maybe repair this. So of course 3 of them and 3 polarizing filters. I guess if I take 2 of them like so, yes. In this direction it let the light, in this direction it will block and it will let the light. Of course if I return this, yes, it will be the other way. So they can be useful. This collimator lenses, this one has a very nice color to it. This one is clear. And the last one, actually, I was not able to remove it yet. It seems to be more or less glued. It is a little bit bluish, it seems. Apart from this, we have the mirrors mounted in these brackets. And here, actually, it seems to be a pretty thick piece of glass. So this will be good for resale directly. Can be used with nozzles maybe also. So this one is very thick and seems to be a complete mirror. The 2 others are half mirrors. Okay, we have more mirrors here, obviously, which acts like filters also, and we have our Fresnel lenses, like this. Some cool effects probably you can make with this. Okay, the base plate is now completely stripped, so there is not any indication of a kind of material. Maybe just die-cast aluminium. Yes, most probably. Or maybe magnesium, but actually it seems a little bit heavy for magnesium. In this part here we have all the securing pieces still screwed for the mirrors. We have some kind of a heat shield here for the main mirror at the entry, just after where the lights come in. And same here. So now I am left with all these parts to pack up carefully. I hope you did enjoy this teardown of a video projector. So thanks for watching. Bye bye.